Hey everybody, it's Scott, Simcoe Spring Service, and today I'm working on a 2022 and newer Toyota Tundra. So basically they have switched from leaf springs to coil springs. So we've had a couple of requests for suspension upgrades. So some of the possible upgrades you can get are heavy duty coil springs, which is what we're going to be featuring today. Some of the other things that you can get is airbag systems, and you can also get a Timbren suspension enhancement system for this truck. We're going to list everything down in the description down below, but today we're going to be featuring the coil springs because that's what the customer requested for their vehicle. So this suspension upgrade for these coil springs are going to increase the carrying capacity by 35%, and it's going to increase the ride height. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing them inside this 2024 Toyota Tundra, and we're going to check to see how everything reacts. So this here is the heavy duty coil spring. It's made by Cargo Max, and it is a variable rate coil spring, and you can tell by the way it's shaped. So it's got the coils wrapped a little looser at the bottom and then tighter at the top. And so what that does is as you compress the coil spring, it stacks the coils upon themselves, and it gets stiffer and stiffer and stiffer the more weight you put in it. Hence the variable rate or progressive rate coil spring. I highly recommend these for people that have no load and then they want to go like camping, or they want to work in construction or something like that, because you never know what you're going to be having in the back of your vehicle. So it kind of adjusts as you put the weight into the vehicle. We've had really good luck with this brand and these coil springs. So we've sold hundreds of these coil springs and we're really content with the quality. We've never had any warranty issues. We've never had any customer complaints other than ride height, which is another thing that we're going to go into today. So we're going to see how it reacts in this brand new 2024. You can't get it any newer than this. And see how it sits after we install the coil springs, and it'll give you a good idea of how it's going to sit in your vehicle. And a lot of people are like, well, then I might need a leveling kit for my truck. And that's another option that you can do, is put the heavy duty coil springs and a leveling kit in. But like I said, we're gonna test the ride heights and see how everything reacts at the end of the video. So let's go throw them inside the truck, see how it sits. And one thing that you should remember too is to never exceed the gross vehicle weight rating for the vehicle. That's there for a reason, and we want to make sure that you are towing safely. All right, let's go install these and check it out. So right now the truck is sitting at 38.5 inches tall. So we'll see how that changes when we get the coils installed. So we got the front tires chocked, and essentially what we have to do is unhook the shocks. So it's pretty simple. Just a little bolt threaded right into the housing. So when you put these back in, I'd highly recommend putting some sort of like never seize on them, because they'll seize up. It should just slide off with a little bit of encouragement. A little gentle persuasion. There we go. Nice little bolt, throws right into the stud here. So like I said, a little bit of never seize and you shouldn't have any problems in the future. All right, so I'm looking at this setup here, and before we start you can see that this side is completely closed off and this side over here is wide open. So we're going to extract the coil from this side here underneath the vehicle, because when you turn around and go over here, this is blocked by this stabilizer bar. Exhaust, all that stuff. But you go on this side here and it's wide open. So we're going to be pulling this coil out of the back here, and we're going to be pulling the other coil out of the front. So yeah, it's going to be a little tricky to do at home, but that's the first observation here. Okay, so we're going to jack it up and we're going to see how this coil comes out. It should come out pretty easily. You should be able to just push it up and then just slide it out. Go from there. Check for brake line issues, any kind of length issues. This one's getting a little bit tight here, but it's not bad. We might have to undo the brake lines just to get enough room in here to be able to take it apart without having any issues. Because that there is about as far as I want to go with the brake lines, because they're still comfortable. But it's moving. So that comes out, but now we'll be able to get the new coil in. So we're going to reuse that. Nothing on the bottom. Take the new coil spring, dump that in there. And there's usually a mark right there where the end of the coil was, and we're going to just match that up to the new one so everything's in the same spot. Lift it back up, see what happens. Yeah, new coil is probably about an inch taller. So we're going to have to undo that brake line. It's a new truck, we want to be careful, we want to be safe, we don't have any issues. I dropped it. There you go, that gives you tons of room right there. Let's jack it up a little bit more and see if we can get the coil installed.
That's not too bad then.
It wouldn't be so bad if I had an air ratchet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with my setup here, I had to actually undo both brake lines and relieve the pressure on them so I can jack it up. We don't want to do any damage to the vehicle. You've got to be careful when you're being a mechanic. All right. Now I got a little bit more room. Throw them in, see what happens. That's pretty much it. That's easy. I'm just going to pull the other side out. If there's any weirdnesses, I'll update you. Jack it up a little bit more. When you're setting them down, there's like a little bowl that the top of the coil spring sits in. So make sure it's centered on there, because if it's not centered on there, then you're going to have some issues. I'll show you real quick. So see, there's that little lip that sits around. Make sure it's sitting in there. That one's looking good too. So now that they're sitting in the right positions, we're going to set it down, see where it sits. So now we are sitting at 39 5/8. So there it sits. It's up 1 1/4 inches. It's gonna be a little hard for you to see it on camera because I can't really like pan out far enough. But yeah, 1 1/4 inches up in the back. I think it looks pretty good. And if you wanted to put a 2-inch leveling kit in, then that would also work really well too. Trying to give you a couple of shots of the body lines and the wheel arches and stuff like that, so you can kind of give it a good idea of what it will look like. It's hard to get a scale with the GoPro. So there you go, everybody. Heavy duty coils installed in a 2022 and newer Toyota Tundra. It's got the coil springs in the back. We just installed the heavy duty 35% increased carrying capacity coil springs, and it lifted up 1 1/4 inches. So yeah, there you go. It's a nice little upgrade if you're going to be doing any camping, towing, or using it as a work vehicle, things like that. It doesn't raise it up super crazy. We like to shoot for about 1.5 inches when we're doing extra leaves when it has a leaf spring suspension. So it's literally right there with all of the other upgrades that we do. So this is a nice little upgrade for you if you're trying to use it as a work truck or any kind of recreational vehicle. So there you go. You can get them at simcoespring.com. I'm going to put it down in the description down below. So you can get these coils right now at simcoespring.com. I'm going to put a link down in the description down below, and you can go check it out there. And that's pretty much it. So take care, have a good night, and I'll catch you next time. All right, bye.